Hi everybody. Just quick update. Yeah, that's my favorite thing is just a quick update. Um, how about it's a morning update, like I was saying, what I would do. I am not gonna go take it in the car. I just sort of canceled out of that. I have a bit of a headache, so I'm gonna take it kind of easy, but I still have a lot of work to do. I still have the formatting to get done, and I have another thing I want to get done as well, which I'm gonna push off till next weekend. But the nagging feeling is still there. It's comic work. I have 4 pages I wanted to get. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not even Nanowrimo. Um, for Nanowrimo today, I want to get some more headway done, some more headway on the outline. It's basically turning into outline fest here. I don't know. It's good. It's good. I got writing, and this month helped me organize things better with my with what I wanted to write down. So, not a wash. I mean, ideally I would have a first draft. However, apparently that's not where my brain was, which is annoying, but I got words down and I was writing, and I'm in the headspace of trying to work on stories. So, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Um, of course, while I was in classic me format, um, as I'm trying to work on what I'm going to call Project Unicorn, sort of justice reared its ugly head and gave me an idea. Just just an idea for a plot for one of the stories in the series. Just a quick plot. Like, that's kind of the way the series is going to be. It's very much the way I would describe it if you're Canadian and, well, an older Canadian is Little Alice Togo only with wizards. However, that doesn't make sense for a lot of other people. So for a more broad audience, still older though, think Incredible Hulk but with wizards. And for see, I don't. The funny thing is, I don't know that they have. There's like a modern storytelling equivalent to that type of show. That, well, I guess that's not true. That's not true. Oh, what's it called? Oh my gosh, Person of Interest. That's another one where they kind of go off into things. Blacklist is another one, I guess. I'm trying to think of like where they where it's episodic and they kind of go in. There's an overarching plot though, because Little Tobo and Incredible Hulk sort of had an overarching plot, so Little Tobo's kind of a bad example. However, it's not when I'm talking about the I want to say mood and setting, because it kind of, well, and I guess you could also say Mandalorian does the same sort of situation where there's like an overarching plot, but then there's like the the episode where something happens and it's resolved within that episode. Um, and it carries in very much the mood and feel of what I kind of want to go with, which I had this idea for before I started watching Mandalorian. I swear, like this was like years out when I first read it, and I hadn't seen Mandalorian. Mandalorian wasn't a thing yet, but that's okay. Anyway, as I'm talking about my overarching plot, yeah, things to work on. But that came up there, so now this is always going to be in the back of my mind, nagging at me with stuff. And I will listen to the wise advice of my editor. So when I sent her this as a way of checking to see because I wanted to see where my editing level was at with this, because it was one of my dad's novels, and we were on par. We had the same thoughts, and but the only difference is, whereas she thought just sort of rework the story, my brain went with, this would make a really neat series, and I just have to. But then she's like, well, then give me two different outlines. Give me the outline of the novel, and give me an outline of the series. So basically, what I'm coming down to is, she was right, I was wrong. I need to like write out the outline for the series, and like the overarch of the series, and then all the little episodic arcs within the overarching arc. Lots of arcs, so many arcs. But that's this. What I'm learning though is that I'm much more of an outliner than I thought I was. I didn't used to be this much of an outliner. I used to be very much fly by the seat of your pants, and there is some of that in here. But I think with both of these, because I'm pulling from previous stories, like for the Unicorn Project, I'm I'm definitely pulling from a previous story. So I need to have the outline in order to be able to like tie it back in. I can't just simply write how I feel about it, because I need to make sure that I need to have the outline for continuity, for making sure that I'm staying in continuity with the original storyline, and also being able to tie it in with other novels yet to be published. So there's that. Which is why I'm more of an outliner than I ever was. I have other novels, even those have somewhat of an outline anyway, like ones of my own that where I'm not tying it back into something. So I guess I Plancer, I guess Plancer, because I mean I like to have my outlines fairly loose for when it's just me writing. Hmm. That's something to think about. So I'm going to stop talking at this point, and I'm going to get into formatting and eventually writing. I'll give you an update tonight to see how my fast writing went. I'm not focusing on the writing. If the writing happens today, it happens. Um, it, on a brighter note, the reason why that's happening is because I'm trying to get a book published, like physically published, so I have to do the formatting on the book. So it's not that I'm not doing writerly things, I'm just not doing the creative thing. Although, because what I'm doing right now is layout and design, I'm finding it actually very creative, because I have to do design and layout, which to me is also a creative process. It's just a different creative process than say coming out of ideas fresh out of my head. I might do that later when I'm trying to unwind, which is nice, because I was going to say that last night and I totally forgot to say it last night for whatever reason. But the nice thing about doing all of this longhand is, when I've been sitting at a computer all day at work, when I can come home and be all like, oh, I don't want to be in front of a computer anymore, I can like take this and just write down what I need to write down. So nice. So nice on the eyes. It's a different thing. It's on a screen. It's a piece of paper. Totally, it's a different world. Like, I've had that a couple times where I've had, and I know it's not for everyone, but for me, it's amazing, because if I am like, if I have like screen brain, where I'm just like, I can't look at another screen, I will still be able to get work done, because I can go over to a piece of paper. And I'm thinking about making sure I carry that with my art as well, because I work digitally for my comics. I know now I'm talking more about my comics and my writing. It That's because it's all me. So yeah, but knowing that I can kind of go to off 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 the computer when I need to, it's been a huge thought process and something that I kind of clicked. A lot of things happened this month, and I'm really really thankful for Nanowrimo for that because I didn't think about any of these things until then, and I'm thinking about them now. So it's really awesome. Yeah. So if you are experiencing screen brain and you can remotely do handwriting, printing, well, I'm doing printing, I'm not handwriting anything, then this might be an option for you. Also, you get to have all the cool notebooks. You have a reason for your journals then. But yeah, if you start getting kind of bogged down and you can't like stare at your screen anymore, maybe it's time to pick up a pad and start writing it down. Who knows? That's my opinion anyway. Alrighty, so I'm off to writing and editing and, well, not editing, formatting really. So I will talk to you tonight. Have a good day, everybody.